and gentlemen, we are this close to being done to this thing. So here we have the Barndominium. The inside is pretty much mostly finished. We have small touch-up stuff as far as a little bit of paint to still go. We still have to put some shelving in for the closets and the pantry, but we're this close, folks. This close. The outside, we still got to pour the porch pad and build it, but yep, we are really, really close. Living room area, folks. This is going to be the living room area if you couldn't have guessed. We have the kitchen, all of it's in, the countertops, the appliances with we got mustard for the fridge. You know, it's super excited to see this thing come along. We've got stove in place, dishwasher in place. Man, this has been a lot of work, and I'm not even moving into this. This is my parents' place, but so excited for them. Here is their bedroom. So for those of you that don't know, this is I guess technically a 1-bedroom, 2-bath, around 1,800 square foot Barndominium. And look at that. That right there, folks, this shower was a royal pain in my dad and I's rear end. But super happy with how it turned out. Super happy with it. You know, I don't know why, as long as they're happy, that's all that matters, because I'm not moving here. But I'm so glad this is over and done with. This was a project, to say the least. I mean, absolute project. But if you notice, we do have an opening down there. So in my house, what we ended up doing is I did a very similar setup to this, but I actually had a panel. We're going to do the same thing here. We had a panel made to match our cabinets. So if we ever needed to access anything under the tub, well, it was super easy to get to. We could get the doors. Like literally mine has doors on it. You can open 3 doors, access completely underneath the tub. So we're doing the same thing here. Here is their linen closet. Now that will be hidden better than that, but currently that's just covering up the vent pipe. Of course, we're going to add shelving to this wall here because, well, let's be honest, you can't have too much shelving. So master bath, and here we come into the master closet. And this is also going to be the washroom. So the washing machine, dryer are going in here. Just really going to simplify let's be honest, when they do their laundry, they'll be able to put the clothes directly onto the wall. So we still got to put their hangers and shelving where they're going to do there. Now this, you may say, why is this here? Well, this actually hides the panel box. Now we could have done this several ways. We could have left this thing out in the open. Like I've seen them in laundry rooms, be behind doors and stuff of that nature. We could have, closed it in and only had this portion here open. But if we ever need to, for any reason, run any wiring in here, any extra wiring, we can go out that wall to the shop, which the shop actually has its own. But we can go back this way, we can go up to the upstairs, and we can get around the entire panel if need be. So we decided to go this route. Now, my mother and them, and this was honestly, I think, a stroke of luck, because initially we had planned on putting like maybe some wooden shelves there that were on like a door hinge type thing that we could hinge open. But my mom and them found that mirror, and it really fit the opening really well. So the only thing that we were going to do at that point was actually take basically some drawer hinges and hide the hinges behind the mirror. But then my buddy came over and he's like, hey, what about the barn door? Which I think, honestly, has turned out well. So you got to imagine there's going to be clothes going over here. Now we're going to have the rod going over here. So as long as we have enough room for this thing to open, we're good. But you also have a nice touch of the barn door hinges. And well, let's be honest, we're building a barndominium, so it fits the bill. But this is it, folks. This is the laundry room, the master closet. But the real freaking awesomeness of this entire build is what we have coming up next, which some of you have already seen bits and pieces of, but the game room. So freaking happy with how this turned out. So if you guys haven't looked back on the channel, I've got build process of us doing the trim work in here and how to cut these actual panels, because that is a tricky one. I've got that in there. I've got the building of the star ceiling, which is currently set to purple, and of course blue on the outside. All that can be changed to whatever you want. Just let my daughter get a hold of it and she turns it to whatever she likes. The bar, we built this bar. I've got videos on it, but just to show you guys the bar area, we've got a sink, enclosed cabinets there. Now we left this part open on the back side, and just tons of storage. And this countertop, really glad how it turned out. But yeah, the game room, super, super happy with. So those of you haven't noticed or haven't seen, Looney Tunes, the very first new game I brought, well, the very first game I put in this room. I wanted it to be this game. I've had it on order for a little bit. It came in. They actually got me, I was able to get a pretty good number and get in early, and super, super happy that I was able to bring it in here. Soon, we're going to have the rest of the games. So for those of you wondering how we're going to do this, we're going to put 4 pinball machines down that wall. I'm going to put 3 more over here, basically where each plug is. I think I'm going to put 2 right here. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do, because we have 6 machines total. Between my dad and I, we have 6 machines. I'm bringing my machines over from the house. I've got my arcade games that are going to go in here. But the plan is to currently put 2 pinball machines right here, slot machine, and then over on this wall, as you see here, I'll show you some of the stuff out there that I've got, but I've got a couple arcades that are going along this wall that I think is going to work out really, really well. And we're going to be putting more of these chairs in here and pub tables. Now, I'm going to actually redo that one and use cypress, the drops of cypress from what, that we did our bar top on. And I'm going to make new bar tops for those. To show you guys too, here is the other full bath. We still got to get the glass for this. Of course, the main shower over there as well still has to get the glass in it. But we've got the mirror to still hang. But yeah, this is where all the time is going to be spent. Well, not all the time. A lot of time is going to be spent. So really happy. It won't be long. We'll have those games in there. The rest of our games in here. Now I'm going to take you to the shop area, which is a teetotal mess. But if you notice, double doors. That was specifically put there for a reason. Those games are not light. They're not easy to maneuver. And, well, there's the roll-up. There's the door to go into the game room. And then into the main house. So, trying to make this thing super easy to be able to put stuff in and out of, especially heavy stuff like our games. So we've got the trim done out here, and just tons of storage. Of course, lots of tools are out here. Here's one of the slot machines. I do want to find a couple more, but we've got that one I've had for a little while. And here we have the half bath just for the shop. So this is just going to be the shop half bath, which is nothing more than a toilet and sink, which is all you need. Nothing else. Nothing fancy. So we've got that going. Now, a couple of the games that are going to be going to the game room are hidden in this corner. I'm trying to debate if I want to keep both of these off-road challenge games or if I'm going to get rid of one. I'm thinking about getting rid of one. I've got Sub Rock, off-road challenge. I also have NFL Blitz at my house. I'm probably going to leave my multicade over there. And I'm going to rebuild a Donkey Kong to eventually put in. But yeah, this is it. All spray foam. For those of you who haven't seen before, we have spray foam this entire building. Let me, let's cut this light off over here. So, as I told you earlier, we have the house panel in there. This is actually the shop panel. And so we've got 400 amp service here. So we should be able to power whatever we need. There's doors on every wall to be able to get out of if you need to. I'm going to take you guys upstairs for those of you who haven't seen. And you will see this is going to stay unfinished. But we have tons and tons of floor space. So when we built this place, everything was built with floor trusses built up here. So we wanted to make sure we had all the space up here to be able to utilize, which in this case, we have our AC units put here. We had to go centrally to the house portion. We have 2 ACs. We have one to operate just the game room and then one to operate the rest of the house. We have tucked away over here behind these, we have our hot water heater, expansion tank, all that kind of good jazz we've got there, and then just bukus of space. So we could eventually build this out if we wanted to, make bedrooms, whatever. But this is my parents' place, so probably just going to stay storage for the most part. But it's built in case if it ever needs to be expanded, well, we've got it. This building here also is a 60 by 90. We've got a 16-foot eave height with a 412 pitch roof. Now, for those of you wondering, these high bay lights, I will put the link in the description. They are off of eBay. No, told you wrong. Amazon. And I want to say they're Hyperlight. They do a fantastic job. I mean, you can see, now here I've got, let's see what I've got. 3, 6, I think I've got 10 on back here is what we've got. So we've got one that's on a switch by itself over the main garage. The back garage has 9 back here. And it really lights up the shop. Super reasonably priced too. I think, I'll put the link because I'm not 100% sure. Can't remember how much we paid for them. But they're not very expensive. Really do a good job of lighting up this entire space. I mean, everything is very bright and vibrant. Really no dark spots is when it, as far as when it comes to this. So super happy with them. Over here behind this door, our water supply comes in from the outside. So I've got a panel here. I've got a cover for this thing. We have water valves, so we can shut the main house off. We can shut the outside spigots off. We can shut, I'm trying to remember what else we got on there. There's one other valve in there. I think it's outside spigots, incoming, and the house maybe. I can't remember. So got that set up, but we're getting there, folks. We're getting really, really close. And hopefully, man, I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks we'll have this porch going. Me and my dad have done the entire framing of the inside of this as far as all the house. So we're going to do the porch. And just to give you guys an idea, the porch is going to start right there, wrap around the front here. And it will go, when I get around here, I believe we're going, I don't know if he's made up his mind. We're either going to go to the middle of those windows or we're going to go past that to the other side over there. So either way, it's going to be 12-foot wide porch wrapping around on this front corner of the house. And so you'll be able to come out the back door, technically, I guess, to the house and shop area there, or you'll be able to come out the front door. But super, super happy. Septic tank has been put in. Filled lines have been put in. We've got the well hooked up. We've got water. We've got power. We have everything to technically move into this place, but we got to wait and call for the final once we get that porch done. So the porch is real key right now to getting that done. But, stay tuned more, because once we get the porch done, I will definitely be doing another video to give you guys an idea of how this thing actually finished up.